there's nothing funnier than looking at marketing and public relations and being like, guys, this marketing and public relations campaign seems a lot like marketing and public relations to me. Okay? What's going on here, guys? Are we selling tickets? Is that what's going on? It's scripted. The NFL is scripted. Okay? It's scripted. I'm sorry. Ain't no fucking way is the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce relationship not making it to the fucking Super Bowl. Okay? And they're not going to lose either. This is America's story. Now, a lot of you are incredibly invested in the comings and goings of what happens online, so you probably don't go outside too much. And I, as a person who did go outside a lot, especially in the past couple of days, will tell you this much. The normies can only talk about one thing and one thing only: Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's romance. I went on TikTok after last night's Ravens defeat. Immediately texted Stavi. I said to him these words. I'll read it out to you. I said, can't believe America's real team lost to a fucking PSYOP, so more people will watch a Geico commercial. Okay? I won't tell you what he responded with, but he seems very upset. Okay? Now, they love the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift shit, and I'm on board with it. It's great. I think it's wonderful. The normies, this is all they care about. Okay? Conflict in the Middle East? Who gives a fuck? When is there not conflict in the Middle East? Okay? Border wars happening? Is there going to be a civil war? Who cares? Who cares? Civil war, schmivel, war. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift is on the cover of every magazine, People magazine, all the fucking newspapers. Everyone is talking about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Okay? Talk to your normie friends. Ask them, what is the one thing on your mind lately? And they will say, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's relationship, isn't it wonderful? This is the first time Taylor Swift has been so happy in public and so public about a relationship. Okay? America is united against hating it. Yeah, no, everybody loves it. They think it's awesome. Fuck Travis KKKLC. Okay, bro, come on. Travis Kelce is the most, like, he was built in a fucking laboratory, okay, to be like the perfect middle America, rugged himbo lib. Okay? My man had a Pfizer collab. It doesn't get more like out there. It doesn't get more of a this guy is the perfect brand type situation. Okay? Like, think about it this way. The Gronk. Robert Gronkowski. One of my favorite characters in the NFL. Okay? He still had a lot of controversy, despite the fact that he was a himbo. Like, he still had a lot of controversial elements to his character, to his story. He ain't getting a fucking Pfizer collab, is what I'm saying. Okay? It's just not happening. Like, it was not, like, that would have not been the equivalent. Travis Kelce, in many respects, is like Tim Tebow, but liberal. So he's perfect. Like, he is the brand guy, it seems. And it has been elevated. Like, it's Lib Tebow. He is the perfect white boy with a kind heart. Okay? So I get why. What the fuck is this? This is a account that blocked me. Travis Kelce is such a good football player because he combines the best genetic attributes of his white parents, blue-collar work ethic, route running, and the Wuhanese mRNA in the COVID vaccine, cleverness, inscrutability, misdirection. What? Taylor Swift has generated a whopping $330 million with the NFL with Travis Kelce romance. Money talks and Taylor Swift is certainly not the problem for the NFL. The pop megastar has been a financial boom for the NFL and for the Kansas City Chiefs in the wake of her romance with the star tight end Travis Kelce, according to a new report. Front Office Sports recently reported that Swift has created a brand value of $331 million for the Chiefs and the NFL, citing data from Apex Marketing Group. This data accounted for print, digital, radio, television highlights, and social media monitoring. Swift, since she attended her first Chiefs game on September 24th through January 22nd, one day after her divisional round appearance in Buffalo, and calculated a financial amount for each occurrence based on reach and impact, according to the report. The burning of jerseys alone would collapse our ecosystem. I don't know what will happen. All I will tell you is this: to understand like how much normie appeal this has and how popular this is, ESPN posted a TikTok of them right after like the Chiefs win. Okay. Where Travis Kelce turns back at the camera and is like, "Oh, the cameras are around, but I don't care." And then caresses her, grabs her by the small of her back, and lands a big fat smooch right on her mouth, okay? That TikTok in like 2 hours had 850,000 likes. The NFL posted it and got 900,000 likes, 6.5 million views in 23 hours.
This little life. This little life.
This is exactly what happened with China. Their most famous pop star, Teresa Tang, used to date Yao Ming, and her breakup song broke the internet and led to the inevitable and very predictable collapse of China. I can't believe how accurate your prediction of America's future is. Yeah. Yeah. Could she win the presidency? Oh, not even a question, dog. Are you out of your mind? There are people talking about how Travis Kelce is going to, win the Super Bowl. The Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. And then Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are going to get married very publicly. And then they're going to have a child. And then the next America baby boom is going to happen. I saw that tweet and I think it's real. I think that's what's going on. It will revitalize. This one is just for the Americans, by the way, because I don't think people outside of the United States of America give a shit about about football. Like, a lot of people think that they do. If you ask Americans, they think like everybody cares about the NFL. I don't think everybody cares about the NFL. Let's be real. But everybody does care about Taylor Swift. A lot of people do. And I think that this is just for America. This one is just for the boys. Well, not the boys, for the girls. I think that this is going to be a thing that that genuinely changes the trajectory of the United States of America. A lot of people not in America were rooting for the Ravens because of Lamar Jackson edits. Oh, here it is. The Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Kelce passes the trophy to Taylor before promptly getting down on one knee and proposing. 2 months pass as she announced her pregnancy. Marriages and birth rates skyrocket. The CCP collapses. Amazon moves headquarters to Kansas City. The S&P hits 9,000. What happens if the 49ers win? I think if the 49ers win, it's not all that devastating. Like, I don't think the Swifties care about football that much. No, I don't think, like, no. You guys are wrong. I don't think, like, I just think that they'll stop caring about it because Taylor Swift is no longer going to be attending football games anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I feel as though they care more about, not football necessarily, but the relationship and like Travis Kelce winning, but they don't have like an investment in the team, right? But yes, I digress. Going back to the main story at hand, yes, the NFL is scripted. Yes, it was written ahead of time that, of course, Travis Kelce's Chiefs was going to win. There's no other way to go about it. They were going to go to the Super Bowl, whether you like it or not. There is nothing you can say or do about it that could have changed this, okay? It was written. The owner of the Chiefs is threatening to leave Kansas City if voters don't approve a sales tax that pays for their stadium. Oh, they'll pay for that sales tax, baby. They'll do it. Now, let me tell you about Mania a little bit. You're wrong, but I agree. What? Let's talk about one other thing that happened to Taylor Swift that kind of is a testament to like how huge her power is. Okay. Something that you guys know about that we've talked about already. AI, but specifically AI porn.
X now, formerly known as Twitter, the social media site. It has blocked users for searching for Taylor Swift currently. This is the message which comes up when a search for the American singer and songwriter is entered onto X. It comes after fake, explicit images of Taylor Swift spread across the site earlier this week. X is saying the action is temporary. It's believed that some of the images, we're not showing them here, of course, were generated by artificial intelligence. One had reportedly been viewed more than 47 million times before it was taken down. Let's discuss this with Erin Wu, who is reports on Twitter, TikTok and Snapchat for an American outlet, The Information. Good to have you on the programme. So what do you make of this move on the part of X to block searches?
This is truly the most Streisand ass shit. I don't get it. No. There is a difference between Streisand affecting something like Taylor Swift AI porn and being Taylor Swift and actually nipping it in the bud. I think that it wasn't Streisand affecting it. I think that now you might actually mobilize against AI porn, which is like, you know, a long time coming to begin with.
Currently of Taylor Swift.
What we're seeing is just a really blunt instrument from Elon Musk's X after cuts to the trust and safety team made it essentially impossible or difficult to use any kind of more like fine-grained tooling to try to shut down these images. Elon Musk has really slashed the trust and safety team, and more specifically, teams that would have done more proactive trust and safety work. And so that's really hampered the company's ability to respond to something like this.
Do you think they responded too late? I mean, 47 million views of one particular image.
I think that they didn't respond perhaps as quickly as they could have before, had this happened back in October of 2022, before Elon cut so much of.
I think it's totally unfair to X. Well, come on, dog. Brother, are you crazy? That shit went mega viral and there was no moderation surrounding it. And the reason why there's no moderation surrounding it is because Elon gutted the moderation team. Because it's top of the hour. Oh, come on. It's my least favorite. That's my least favorite type of debate. You cooked me. I'll take it. I'll eat it, but it's a big garbage. It's a big garbo. Chat will give you high marks regardless because it's like a chatter that did it. But it could have been better. Could have been better. Here's the 3-minute ad break. Now you can avoid those ads as long as you subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. Yeah. Or you can get gifted a sub. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. Twitch streamers just had this issue and they didn't have a fraction of the power Taylor Swift had, and they only resolved it in a week with major mental damage. Yeah.
The team, but I think it's hard to say whether or not this is like quote unquote too late.
And in terms of Elon Musk's mantra that X is all about freedom of speech, freedom of expression, how does this sit with that?
Sure. I mean, despite the mantra of freedom of speech, freedom of expression, there are still kinds of speech and expression that expand, and this would represent an example of that. So this is not so much about Elon Musk changing X's policies so much as Elon Musk changing X's ability to enforce those policies. And so what we're seeing is this kind of really like broad brush enforcement attempt.
Has Taylor Swift said anything about this?
I believe that I am actually not sure. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, don't worry, Erin. Yeah. Don't worry. But I just wondered if she's if she's reacted or made a statement or comment or anything of that nature. It'd be interesting to know what she thinks about it.
Sure. I don't believe that she's made a statement.
And in terms of, you know, what it says about artificial intelligence.
Bro, they shut down Instagram too, by the way. They're not even talking about this, but I'm pretty sure they straight up shut down on all fronts.
Intelligence, fake videos of famous people. I mean, it happened to me. There was a fake video of me out there on Facebook that I was alerted to in a BBC studio saying something I'd never said that was generated by artificial intelligence. I mean, it's another example of this, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's so scary. And I mean, I think what we're seeing with something like this, like when it's Taylor Swift, like one of the most famous singer-songwriters in the world, like it becomes this huge like media story, and it becomes something that companies scramble to fix. And I think we could see changes out of this where companies look at this example and it becomes like an impetus to do better. But it's also this problem of deepfakes and non-consensual AI images of real people. Like this is something that impacts people like you. Like it's something that impacts like teenagers and young women especially, and just regular people, where there's not going to be some kind of huge impact or outcry. Impact is not the right word. There's not going to be some huge outcry like this. And so it's a really high profile example of a really real world impact of AI harm that's already starting to have real world impacts on people.
I mean, this year in the US, of course, you've got an election coming up, and X is used a lot by political commentators. Yes. There'll be concern about this happening during the run up to the election, surely.
This is why this kind of reaction by Twitter getting caught out of poor moderation is so concerning, by the way. After weirdos flooded Twitter with fake Taylor Swift news, Elon shut down all searches of her. Why? He fired most of the trust and safety team to save money, and now can't pull the fakes fast enough. Imagine if he imposes search bans during the final days of an election. Yeah. Needless to say, this also having the side effect of someone censoring news and discussion about his failure to stop the news, but I only learned this on a different platform. But yeah, I just think that it is... I mean, it is definitely devastating. Elon is just bouldering towards destroying his own website after purchasing it. What else is there to say, you know? Elon Musk now announcing he's going to hire 100 content moderators in wake of the Taylor Swift AI fiasco. Nice. Look at that. Classic. President Biden's campaign aides are drafting wish lists of potential surrogates, including elected officials, social media influencers, and the endorsement of their wildest dreams, Taylor Swift. The Biden camp actually openly talked about Taylor Swift's AI saga as well. But here is another thing that I was going to talk about. Like, she is such a powerhouse, right? On December... Here it is. Yes, Taylor Swift can easily make the Super Bowl 58. Why is this a concern? Because she's supposed to be in Tokyo. She has a concert in Tokyo on Saturday, February 10th at 6 p.m. local time. Tokyo to Las Vegas is 12 hours. Tokyo, 16 hours plus 16 plus hours to Las Vegas. Swift leaves Tokyo at noon on Sunday 11. Arrives in Las Vegas at 8 a.m. Sunday 2/11. Super Bowl kickoff is at 3:28 p.m. And then her next concert is I mean, she's back on the other side of the world. Okay, so she has to make she has like a full 24 hours to make the flight due to the scheduling conflict, I guess. Her private jet landed in Kansas City. Who the fuck cares? No, guys, I don't think you understand. America, okay? when you say who the fuck cares about this, I don't think you understand. Like, this is literally, this is not even a joke. Like, this is exactly what I heard on NPR this morning. Do you understand? NPR is talking about how Taylor Swift is going to potentially make it back to the Super Bowl on time.
Now that we know that the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl, can Taylor be there to support Travis Kelce? Now, she is headed to Tokyo for her Eras Tour. February 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, she has a concert. The Super Bowl is February 11th. Is there enough time to travel to Las Vegas to make it to the Super Bowl? Her last concert is February 10th at 6 p.m. Tokyo time. This will end, I would assume, around 11 p.m.
Maybe closer to midnight.
The concert ends at 11 p.m., which is...
She might be able to fly private because McCarran does not have time slots available according to this. Oh, you mean she might not be able to fly private? Because McCarran does not have time slots available according to this article? Brother, if you think that McCarran is not going to fucking open up space for Taylor Swift specifically, I don't know what to tell you. She will fly. Okay? You're out of your mind if you think that that's not going to happen. She's Taylor Swift. Who the fuck would they... Like, there is not a person on the planet right now in this very space that we exist in that is more important to a multi-billion-dollar operation than Taylor Swift getting into Las Vegas. Okay? You're out of your dang mind if you think that they would not fucking ship her in. This is how we develop teleportation. The need is there. She has like 12 hours. Once she touches down, she could fly into LA, sleep 7 hours, take a town car to Vegas and make it. Wait, what? She ain't flying into fucking Los Angeles, dog. You're out of your mind. She's flying directly into Vegas. Are you a leftist or not? Stop talking about Taylor's as child of Adam. What does this have to do with anything? Anyway. To the people saying, why do we care about some white woman? There's a genocide happening. What the fuck? This is not just some white woman. This is the next chairman, okay, of the American liberal movement. Taylor Swift is going to revitalize liberalism in the United States of America as a standalone ideological superpower, okay? This is literally America's version of a princess right now. We might not care about it, but the world does. Is Hollywood levels of perfection? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're going to have to parachute her in right at the start of the fourth. She will get to the field right as Kelce grabs the game-winning touchdown and proposes to Swift. No. Dude, the difference between Taylor Swift attending and Taylor Swift not attending the Super Bowl is like literally millions of dollars of revenue, hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue potentially. So it's not even a question that it will happen. Okay? That's the way I think about it.
It's 6 a.m. Las Vegas time or Mountain Time. That's a 17-hour difference.
The next day,
No.
like it's
No, if she... No. Here we
No,
go.
no,
This
no,
is the
I know.
confusion. February 10th at 11 p.m. in Tokyo
right.
is 6 a.m. in Vegas.
On the 11th or on the 10th?
No, Tokyo's ahead
So that
of
would be
Vegas. No. All of this is February 10th.
Perfect.
Got it?
Got it.
So it's 11 p.m. in Tokyo, 6 a.m. in Vegas.
Yes.
Okay.
On the
11 p.m. hasn't happened yet. Let's assume that Taylor gets on a flight from Tokyo to Las Vegas. That would take approximately 13 hours. That's being generous. She could probably do it quicker. Not she, but a pilot. Okay. So if she leaves Tokyo and flies to Vegas for the Super Bowl to see her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, and she left at midnight
There's no way.
Actually, it's not. I said the 10th. It's actually midnight the 11th. So she leaves an hour after her concert on the 11th. Ignore that the fact that this is the 10th. She leaves at midnight the 11th and travels for 13 hours.
Maybe at midnight.
Is that a song?
Yeah.
Is that a Taylor song? Okay, so she would then land in Vegas at 8 p.m. on the 10th because there's a 13-hour difference, 17-hour
And
difference.
she has a private jet, so I'm sure it'll be quicker.
And she's having to go through customs.
Yeah.
But she still has to go through customs. She's not.
Does she?
My hot take is Taylor Swift's a bigger cultural icon than Michael Jackson. No, you're wrong. It's a hot take, but it's a wrong take. In this day and age, given the way that the internet works, there is no person that will ever be as famous as like Elvis Presley or as Michael Jackson, in my opinion, proportionally. Why? Because no, and for the record, no, like obviously there's a like what I'm talking about is entirely different than what you think I'm talking about. What do I mean by this? The internet is so segmented and so vast that there are so many different avenues of information that it is virtually impossible for someone, I think, like post 2005 to reach that level of prominence, because it isn't just one fucking TV channel, okay? Like, you can have more fans around the world because the internet has connected us, but it's not going to be like more cultural impact per capita, I guess. In the past, when there was, very limited avenues for entertainment, yeah, Beatles is another one. When there was more limited avenues for entertainment, it was just like way, it certainly had a way bigger cultural impact, I think. Taylor beat Beatles record. Shut the fuck up. Oh, God. Brother, you're also comparing the planet that is like tripled, if not 100x since then. What are we talking about? How many people lived on the planet at the time? This is fucking so dumb. That's why I said per capita. Okay? There was like 5 people back then, dude. Like, what do you mean? Not only was there like 5 people back then, but also beyond that, you didn't have the internet, okay? That's why I said, that is why I said personally that yes, there's more access due to the internet. Like there's more of a international audience that you can cultivate due to the internet. People are more connected than ever before. But the internet also creates this massive fragmentation of normal avenues of entertainment that previously existed. If you don't have 5 channels and you have 10 channels, but they are reaching a broader audience, your market share and the market share of attention that you have is going to be lower too.
I don't think so.
So,
I don't think so.
she
sure
will
she
land at 8 p.m. in Vegas. This will
On the 10th,
on the 10th.
and the Super
She
Bowl's on
leaves-
the 11th.
She leaves at midnight the 11th in Tokyo, but she arrives at 8 p.m. on the 10th.
Right.
And the Super Bowl's on the 11th. So that makes Taylor going to the Super Bowl.
You said Michael Jackson with the internet would go crazy. You're wrong. No, you guys are missing the point. This is not about like talent or artistic vision or like, creating a new genre or anything. No, if the internet existed at the time, Michael Jackson would not be the same Michael Jackson. My whole point is, now that the internet does exist, it is entirely too segmented for a person to captivate and get the monopoly of attention, okay? That's what I mean. I think that we have moved beyond. No, not that there's no more monoculture. There certainly is a monoculture on top of everything else. But as far as like something being like the most attention grabbing aspect on people's lives, like there's just no way you can get to that. Yeah, as someone's in the chat, it's too saturated.
Arriving 8 p.m. on the 10th, then she has a whole evening to go to sleep. The next morning, get ready and go to the game at 3:30. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see that kiss at the end of the Super Bowl.
If they win. This is very. I think they'll kiss either way.
It's his bare feet for me. Oh, God, TikTok speak. Anyway, Will and I have been Travis Kelce defenders from the jump because he's a big boy, and I like that. Okay, but here is a friend of the show.
Fuck! The NFL is rigged, yo. Roger Goodell, I know what you done. I know you fixed the Super Bowl so little girls will watch the Super Bowl. Super Bowl ain't for little girls, Roger Goodell. It's for grown men with gambling addictions and drinking problems. They're getting their wages garnished by AutoZone.
They're getting their wages garnished by AutoZone.
I need this, Roger Goodell. This is all I have. You must surrender yourself to the Baltimore County Police Department tonight or face street justice for your crimes against football. I know what you did. I know you put a microchip in that ball so Zay would fumble into the end zone. He would never fumble. He would score a touchdown. I know you paid that cheating ass ref. I know you paid him to fucking call everything on us and nothing on the Chiefs. I seen the Reddit that proves that he's actually Patrick Mahomes' dad's cousin. Yeah, I want that cheating ass ref to know. Never mind, I don't want him to know nothing. Fuck you, Patrick Mahomes. Why are you so good? Do you want to keep playing football so you don't have to hang out with your annoying ass wife? That bitch looks like a mouse that yells at waiters. Travis Kelce, you get the vaccine and all of a sudden you're in the Super Bowl. Convenient, yeah.
I just can't defend Kelsey. He reminds me too much of Jake Paul, a dude from Ohio who just wants to be spicy white to put on the black scent to seem cool. That's it. Dude, Travis Kelce is not like Jake Paul at all. You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah. Fuck! I'm fucked. I bet $60,000 on the Ravens. Tabitha, baby, take me back. I ain't got the money, babe. Let's put a mortgage on your mom's trailer, okay? Cal Ripken Jr. cannot grow up without a dad. My bookie's gonna chop my penis off. NFL, replay the game. Let us use Joe Flacco as a quarterback, please. Replay it. That's all. That's fair. Replay the game because you fixed it, and this time we get Joe Flacco.
November 13th, 2024. Taylor Swift will turn 35 years old, making her eligible to assume the office of the presidency of the United States. Now, many people are commenting that she could not possibly be running this year. That's right, Taylor Swift, because she's only 30.
This is one of my favorite. Like, this is so stupid. Like, it's awesome. This is like 50-state landslide victory for Donald Trump levels of, like, insanity.
In fact, you can run if you are 34 if by the time of inauguration.
For the record, there is no white girl civil war. No, Taylor Swift is if Taylor Swift, it's not going to happen. But if she were to actually like be on the ticket, there is no white girl civil war. She just, 100% wins every state. There is not a bigger uniting factor in this country amongst white women than Taylor Swift. It don't matter. You could be a Republican, you could be a liberal, you could be a socialist, you could be whatever the fuck you want to be. Every white lady loves Taylor Swift. I have yet to meet a white lady that does not hold Taylor Swift in high regard. Okay, I'm not just talking about like cutie. I'm talking like in general, she is the uniting factor. I thank God every day that she is not a fucking psychotic weirdo, okay? Like, could you imagine if she came out and was like, you know, doing like red pill memes or like white supremacist shit? Oh my God. Thank God she's like a typical run-of-the-mill liberal, okay?
You would be 35. No, of course. No, it's silly and absurd to think that Taylor Swift would actually run for the presidency. But maybe vice president, right? Same standards apply. If you're going to be vice president, you got to be at least 35 for the same reason. You can't assume the office of the presidency if you are under 35. Now, it's not so clear on the, I'm not so clear on the legal qualification requirements, et cetera, for vice president, but I believe it is the same based on a report we had covered a couple of years ago. The Baltimore Sun writes, forget Kamala Harris, put Taylor Swift on Joe Biden's ticket. Very interesting. Now, those who follow sports, last night, I think, the Chiefs beat the Ravens and are advancing to the Super Bowl, with many people questioning how Taylor Swift could actually be there to see her beau, Travis Kelce, because she's going to be in Japan singing a song. Of course, this leads us to the expansion of the wild claim that Taylor Swift is a PSYOP, a government asset of some sort meant to manipulate people. And why is that? The whole Travis Kelce Taylor Swift thing feels completely manufactured. And Taylor Swift keeps telling people,
dude, there's nothing funnier than looking at marketing and public relations and being like, guys, this marketing and public relations campaign seems a lot like marketing and public relations to me. Okay? What's going on here, guys? Are we selling tickets? Is that what's going on? Seems like a real psyop, guys. Like, yeah, dude, what are you talking about? You're now directly pointing to a normal thing. As far as like the relationship being fake, I don't think it is. Okay? But yes, it absolutely is like heavily pushed by the media because it puts asses in seats. That's it. Yeah, it's anyway, let's continue.
To register to vote. I got to be honest with you. I want to read through some of the wild claims and the crazy things that are going on related to Taylor Swift, and it is pretty crazy. X has banned all searches for Taylor Swift, all of them. And they say it's because people keep posting this AI-generated graphic imagery. What a perfect cover. Anybody?
No, he's memeing, right? I don't think he's being serious. Like, there's no way. There's no way. That would require Elon to be in on the conspiracy, and I think Tim Pool loves Elon, right? God, dude, conservative commentary is like falling off of a goddamn cliff. I don't watch enough Tim Pool, so I don't know if he's like memeing or if he's being fucking for real right now. Holy moly, that is really bad.
Who wants to explore the CIA conspiracy theory?
No, he's doing like a funny voice. He doesn't believe it. He's fucking memeing, dog. There ain't no way. You understand me? There's no way. Hold
on. Won't be able to. Because due to some online trolls using AI, well, now you can't even search for anything about Taylor Swift. I'll be honest with you guys. I do not believe that Taylor Swift is some like CIA asset. I don't believe she's actually going to run for president. I don't believe she's going to be the VP on a Michelle Obama Taylor Swift ticket or anything like that. I think this is your typical celebrity play relationship garbage. I do not believe that her relationship with Travis Kelce is legitimate. I think they do this all the time, okay? You've got the Chiefs, they're playing football. They've got some, an athlete they're trying to promote to build a brand. Taylor Swift, of course, one of the most famous people in the world. They go to her and they say, we PR people think it'll be huge for your brand. It'll get you on the cover of magazines. It'll get football in play. We got the Super Bowl coming up. Let's put you guys together and craft this narrative. You'll break up within the year. That is very typical. Now, I'm not saying I know absolutely that's what's going on with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, but that seems to be the likeliest of scenarios because it just doesn't feel organic. I know a lot of people are saying this feels like a PSYOP, and I'm like, dude, when I see this stuff, my mind doesn't immediately go to,
dude, what do you mean it doesn't feel organic? You've never felt the touch of a woman, dog. Of course it doesn't feel organic to you. You've never had organically a relationship with a woman, okay? Like, the relationship understander is so funny to be like, yeah, no, celebrities are actually, like, every time they get into relationships is like somehow completely manufactured. Are there fake celebrity relationships specifically designed for PR purposes? Sure. Okay. But sometimes they're just slanging dick like Pete Davidson. You know what I mean? 100% of them, yes. Oh, God. You guys are so crazy. No, dude. Not every fucking celebrity relationship is a PSYOP. They're just like normal fucking people sometimes, okay? Like, I'm sure they weigh the options and they think like, oh, if I do this, will this turn into like, will this have a good impact on my Q rating or whatever? I'm sure they think about it. Celebrities are not normal. Oh my God, I'm losing it. It is not, they're not like, they don't lead normal lives, but as far as like when relationships goes, like, no, there are normal relationships in this world, okay? Like, people meet each other, they like one another, they fuck, like, it's normal. They're normal in the sense that, like, you know, they have wants, aspirations, dreams, and also sexual fantasies as well. It's not like unique to non-celebrity humans. 7.95 ounces. Okay, not bad. Bold of you to assume what Twitch chat knows normal is. I mean, true. It's like expecting him to know that, you know?
the CIA has put them into a relationship so that she can get you to register to vote. She doesn't need to be in a relationship with the guy to tell you to register to vote. Taylor Swift has already told her fans to vote. She's already supported Democrats in the past. She doesn't need anything else to do so. Perhaps then the conspiracy theory is that she's going to be with Travis Kelce at the Super Bowl. Kelce will score the game-winning touchdown. And as he runs into the end zone, putting the game to the end, finishing it off. And they'll say, there it is, Travis Kelce has scored the game-winning touchdown. I know it's not so much like basketball where you can like throw the ball at the last minute, score, and then it's over. You know, wild game with LeBron this weekend. Was that yeah, that was Saturday. But with football, it's not just, it could be definitive. That's it. With that touchdown, the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. And then once he gets to the end zone, he drops down, puts the ball on the ground, looks up to where Taylor is sitting, and he pulls out a ring. And he opens up. And the crowd goes wild. Ah! Everyone's screaming.
I don't understand. Did he just say that, like, there are no game winners in basketball? Like, I'm confused by this. Or is he saying there's no... Or is he saying there's no game winners in football? Because there are in both. So I don't really understand why he's trying to say, like, one has it and the other doesn't.
Everyone's turning on their TVs. The ratings are through the roof. It is PR gold, if you were to do something like that. Some have suggested the trophy ceremony or something like this. He may do it. But during the game at the Super Bowl really seems to be the perfect play. But the perfect play for what? Now, a lot of people think that the goal is to generate such mass appeal and attention for Taylor Swift that when she then turns around and goes, now go vote for Joe Biden, everyone in the country sees it and they all clap and cheer and scream and high five each other. Come on, that's not going to happen. I don't know what you expect to happen with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, but the best case scenario for whoever is behind the PR stuff is that they just build brand and get on the cover of magazines. That's it. They can charge more money now. They can go to big brands and say, hey, my rates went up 10 times. Travis Kelce now can get on the box of Wheaties or whatever. I don't see how this in any way is going to help registered Democrat voters. Taylor Swift already has her core fans, but get this. It's not enough. Let's read through the news. Let's talk about what's going on. And there's a few things I do want to point out. I love this story from the Sun. NFL fans convinced.
This is actually not bad. I mean, he's not wrong. He is like addressing the conspiracy and making fun of it. Shocked to find out. Oh, this was a great tweet. Yes. It's funny that there's a white football player on a Midwestern team with an offensive name dating a blonde-haired, blue-eyed country singer, and Republicans hate them. Yeah. This is literally the most like Republican-coded conservative shit of all time, but because they're not actually conservative, they're like both liberals, they're losing their minds over it. Actual 49ers committed genocide against the natives? Well, that's American history, baby. All right. So, inside Biden's anti-Trump plan and where Taylor Swift fits in, there is a very real effort from the Brandon regime to get Taylor Swift on board, because of course they do. Of course they want it. Why wouldn't they? Taylor Swift is like a liberal herself, has spoken out against Republicans in the past. So, yeah. Why wouldn't they? I know you didn't ask, but the people have to know. CIA assassinated Taylor Swift on September 11, 2001, 22 years ago, which coincides with her best song, and did the attack on Twin Towers to cover it up. She has been since replaced by her evil twin who listens to whatever JFK whispers in her ear below the White House, and since his 22nd anniversary, she's finally ready to run for president. This is real. I did my master's in white history and European studies. I believe it.